Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The best time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Hurrdat Media Network.
All right.
This is super exciting. Season 2, episode 879, or something like that. 880, I believe.
I just said we're going to have season 2 in 2034.
Yeah.
Just watch.
I know.
We're never going to
It's
get
like
that
our
fixed.
thing.
We're
It's
never
like
going to
our
get it
deal.
fixed. I'm
We
looking.
switched to season 2 when we were at Paisans literally 3 years ago. Yeah. So we're live at Hail Varsity Club soon. Well, and it's soon to be rebranded Hail Varsity Club.
This is our last time. We were the very first live event at Hail Varsity Club a little over a year ago
Yes.
on the patio, and it was a cluster, and it was it was windy, and it was so fun. It was
fun.
hot.
It was a lot of fun.
This is beautiful out tonight. Absolutely gorgeous.
I can't believe people actually showed up to be here. Like I'm legit shocked. Thank you guys so much for coming out and hanging out with us. We appreciate it.
We're going to get a chance to talk to y'all too. And yes, this is the last time we're going to be here. We're not the last live event.
Right.
That'll be at Hail Varsity Club though.
And actually, so it's kind of funny because we talked about this in our episode today that they're billing it as Schick and Nick, who do a podcast with us, did the first live event last year, technically, but although we had done a couple before then, it's like whatever. So they're on Monday night, they're having one here that's almost sold out. And so it'll be the last real live event here at Hail Varsity Club.
What do you mean real?
Well, that's just what they're saying. That's just what people are saying. Yeah.
WTF,
So they're going to be here on Monday. It's going to be an awesome show. It's going to be fun.
But it will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So plan on that if you get a chance, because then the doors are closing on the 22nd, and they will stay closed until the 28th.
28th, yep.
So the 28th, 29, and 30 is the build-up. So we're going to have some Husker fan podcasts out here, building up to the first Husker game, which is on the 31st, on a Thursday night, which is kind of weird because that's rolling into Labor Day weekend. And usually, and I know it's been a long time since the State Fair has been in Lincoln. I understand. But that was always such a mess. Because the first Husker game was always a home game in Lincoln on Labor Day weekend, and it was the last weekend of the State Fair.
Yeah.
It was just a mess.
Yeah. So thank God it's not like that anymore.
And so they're not going to have the game on Saturday, and the State Fair is not in Lincoln, so Lincoln, wah.
Dead. Lincoln dead.
I'm just going to say. So anyway, so that's all coming up. Would love to have you all back out here for all of that. But as for tonight, Cam, our man.
What up?
What up? So he's going to take...
I'm bringing you in. There you are.
I'm here.
There he is.
Cam is there.
He's now on the video part, which if y'all didn't know, this all comes out on video as well. So there'll be an audio version and a video version of this that comes out on YouTube, so you can see everything that you're now watching. And he's got his shades on and everything.
I gotta get my shades on, look cool, you know.
You already are.
Hey.
You make the shades look cool.
I'm about ready to do some stand-up. I got this brick wall behind me.
You might as well.
You ever notice airplane peanuts? Something like that.
Yeah. Keep going with that. That's good. Workshop that one.
Write that down.
Yeah.
So you're, if you want to go grab the microphone, and go out and check who's out here while you're getting situated, we're going to go over here and talk to Haley and Kugler Vision.
Yeah, I also like how you pose it as a question. Like, if you want to do that, do that. That's what I know.
And Beth is here tonight. We're going to talk about her injury a little bit later, but she'll do that at home. She'll will you put this over here if you want to? I've never answered I don't want to.
Yeah.
So if you want to, just
sometime.
means just no. I could now because she can't catch me. I have at least a head start.
Chance.
Yeah. But normally it's hey, will you carry this upstairs if you want to? I should turn around you know what? I don't want to.
My wife says, would you be willing to? I was like, ooh, that's a nice way to phrase it.
Yeah. Nice reframe.
Of course I'm willing to.
That's not really ask if you want.
Do I want to?
Do I want to? No, but
yes.
I'm willing to for you.
Yeah. I got it. All right. So, yes, Kugler Vision is here. So, Kugler Vision, we're going to throw the microphone to Haley. And welcome, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for all the live events.
Of course. Thanks for having us again. If you're a repeat listener or attendee, I am Haley. I'm marketing manager. The new update is that I got my LASIK on Tuesday.
Ooh, fancy.
That is why I'm keeping these sunglasses on, because I have no makeup on my eyes. So, but I can see all of you.
Doctor's orders.
You can see everybody perfectly.
Yeah, it's been incredible. I got to watch my daughter play on the playground today from afar, and I couldn't believe it.
That's weird, right?
Yeah,
The first time you post LASIK and you see that, it's just like,
yeah, it's
what?
surreal what you're missing when you don't know that
Right?
you're missing it.
Right.
Was that kind of like your aha moment when you saw that?
I might have cried. I'm not a crier. I actually
It's like,
am,
oh my
but
God, this
I
is so
cried.
beautiful. I remember when I got mine done, the first thing that got me, this is so unimpressive, literally in recovery, and I look across the room and I could see the clock.
Right. But, I mean,
Yeah.
it's little things
It's
like
like,
that.
what? Yeah, it was.
Do you remember the first
yeah.
thing you saw after?
Yeah, so I was just telling Dr. Dixon, which I'll introduce you to him. My husband always making fun of me because I couldn't see the episode descriptions for our show. He's like, I can't tell if we've watched this one yet. And as the recovery, the first 3 hours went by, I turned on the TV and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what it's like to see.
It's amazing.
What the description of a show is.
It's all small things, right?
Not as intense as seeing my daughter play in the playground, but you know,
still
important.
Equally important, right?
So, whatever. 6-8 weeks ago, when Malia White got her procedure
Yeah.
done, when she was in the procedure, follow me on this one. That week, our cat was having. Was it anal gland issues? Like there was like her butthole situation, and it was shaved and
So
it was
it's
just
not
rough.
all good things you can see.
Right. So Beth texted a picture. So the first thing that Malia saw when she got out was Addie's butthole, and it was like rough and raw, and that was literally the first thing she saw.
Oh my God.
Poor Malia.
Yeah.
She does not deserve that.
Yeah. So you always remember the first thing you saw. You remember that, and she'll remember that.
Oh,
Addie.
I got lucky then.
Yeah, you did get lucky. If I had your cell number and I knew you were getting the procedure, you'd have seen Addie.
You got it. You would have got a text.
Yeah.
On that note, Dr. Dixon,
Hard segue.
Dr. Dixon, one of our surgeons at Kugler Vision, is here with me, so I'll let him introduce himself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks guys for having me. So
Bet.
yeah, my name's Drew Dixon. I'm one of the surgeons that works at Kugler Vision. So it's been fun working with these guys and working with Haley here, and finally convinced her to come to the light side and get her LASIK done so she can actually see what she's doing now. So
Right.
I'm strictly enforcing the sunglass rule here, as you can
Yeah.
see. So, but yeah, it's fun to be here and fun to actually help our own staff be able to see better.
Right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. You enjoying the chips, by the way?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
hard to beat that guac. It's
good.
I know,
It's good.
You know
good,
that
isn't
didn't
it?
come out of a container or something.
It's
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So everyone
It's
should
good
get
stuff.
down here and get some.
Highly
Yeah.
recommend the trio. And then I think you guys got the charcuterie.
I just got
Can't
the giant pretzel
You just got the
itself.
pretzel. Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
had
Good
some
stuff.
corn fritters on the side, just so I
Oh.
had some actual vegetables in there.
Thank
Yeah.
goodness.
Veggies. Well, thank you guys for coming out. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thanks for having us. Appreciate
And I got to
it.
ask, are you thinking about playing the game today? Do you know about the game, Doc?
I mean, I do know a little about the game.
Who's dumb friend?
Well, I'm not going to play because I have to capture it.
You're not going to
Oh,
play,
you have
so
to
you want
catch
to?
the
Oh, she
content.
wants to play marketing director.
I just
That's
need
what
to
she
find
wants
a
to
dumb
do.
friend.
Yeah, cop out.
Okay.
I
We'll
can take
see.
pictures for you if you'd like.
Oh yeah.
He's
Yeah.
certified.
Very generous.
I'm here to
of you.
help. I'm here to help.
I'm sure Haley would love that.
Yeah.
Especially since she doesn't have the mic. I think that's probably a
Exactly.
good idea.
I think we'll get this going. That's all right. All right. So, also out in the audience, I want you to go back to the back table there first off, and then we're going to make our way around. The gentleman in the white cap is Travis, and that's Danae's wife sitting next to him. Go ahead and hand them the microphone
Hi, guys.
real quick. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Explain yourselves. What the heck are you doing here from Lincoln?
Well, my wife convinced me to come up here and visit you guys because we're having a date night.
Whoa.
And we're out of Hickman, and it's about an hour drive, but it's worthwhile. We're having fun.
My mother-in-law lives in Hickman.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
We'll have to hang next time we go up there.
Yeah, we'll have to compare. It's a small town. We probably know each other.
I'm sure.
Maybe related.
Yeah, maybe. You never know.
You never know. I almost got kicked out in the first 5 minutes. I stole some of JT's chips. They said
Absolutely
free chips
forgiven.
on the table, but
Free chip. Those were not mine. I promise you. Those are totally up for grabs.
it looked like a serving meant for her. So
Nope,
But I was-
nope.
I was
I'm
eating
sharing
them
completely.
As she walked up.
You were fine. You weren't double dipping. You were good.
All right.
I
Good.
don't
was all
mind
great.
I don't mind double dipping. Like legit, I don't care about double dipping.
Seriously?
I got yelled at one time by somebody I work with that
Ugh.
I double dipped in some cream cheese, and it's like I
You
don't
understand what double dip is?
Yes, I understand. Totally understand.
Not just dip dip.
No.
It's dip crunch dip.
Yeah. I don't care about double dip. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh, good to know.
I really don't.
Anyway, thank you for coming up, you guys. We really do appreciate it. And Danae, thank you very much for having him come up.
Huge fans. We've watched, like, how many episodes you had?
Like,
We're at 1,200 or
probably.
1,400,
Yeah.
I
I'm
think.
going to say we're at least 400.
She knows. She's going to take
Yes.
over. Hold
Well,
on.
I've listened since like day one.
Even
on the
closer.
radio.
Pull the microphone right in.
I've listened since day one, like on the radio. I remember being senior in high school listening, guys.
Oh, my
Oh, good Lord.
God. So you
Sorry.
remember the adoptions?
Oh my God.
Yes.
You remember
everything.
going to the park?
Oh, going to the
You
park.
remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You guys probably taught me about the park. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, my God. Good Lord. Is
No, and
HR
now,
here?
Now our kids listen, and they're sad that we didn't take them. Yeah.
That's awesome. How old are your kids?
11, 9, 7, and 5.
Good grief. You need a date night. Well, be careful.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Those
you're
days
very
are
good
over.
at it.
Those days are over.
Yeah, right. Oh, snippy. Okay,
That
good.
problem.
He got the snippy, so we're good.
Yeah,
we're fine.
down there.
That's awesome. I want you now come up one table and grab. I want you. There's somebody that needs to introduce herself right here. Yes, go right ahead.
Like why?
Because.
I am Shelley Stotts, Development Director for the Sarpy County Chamber of Commerce.
Yes. Yes. And we are in
big wig
Sarpy
here.
County.
And you are in Sarpy County, and Jill literally jumped in with both feet once this got built, and you guys,
The chamber's been awesome.
Yeah.
They've been fantastic.
Beth and I live in Sarpy County, and
Yeah.
she literally has said, I will not live anywhere other than Sarpy County.
Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate that because I won't live anywhere other than Sarpy County.
Yeah.
So,
and strictly because of the DMV. Loves the DMV.
it's gotten so much better. Unfortunately, Trace stepped down, so hopefully it stays better.
He put a good plan in place,
He really did.
and it exceeds expectations.
He really did. But if y'all need something to do, the Sarpy Chamber hosts about 200 events a year, so, check us out. You
I
knew I
love
was
it.
going to do a plug, right?
That's what you're here for. Do it.
I literally just came from another ribbon cutting. Maybe Vista this time, but, hey, we do 2 a week. Come visit me.
Thank you for coming out.
I think
Thank you,
you need
Joe.
to change like your slogan for the county, like Sarpy County, because Douglas is a disaster. Or something like that. Like, let's
Well-
draw people south.
Well, considering that I'm not actually part of the county, we're just the Sarpy County Chamber.
Okay.
Our slogan is
Yeah.
your unwavering advocate. So there you go.
That sounds
very-
a little bit better.
It's very professional.
Very
It's very professional. I'm
Not
very
like-
professional there.
Not like
Yeah.
Douglas sucks.
Douglas sucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
she
did not sanction
say
that comment.
She
You
did
did
not
not
say
sanction-
that.
yeah.
So go back here. I want to talk to those ladies too. Introduce yourselves. What's going on?
I'm Mary Beth, and this is Paula, and I have listened to you forever. Love your podcast. Paula is from Utan originally,
Yes.
and I'm from Elkhorn.
Oh my
Is
God.
it okay? Let me ask real quick. In Utan, is it the rooster?
Yes,
The red rooster?
The Rusty Rooster.
Rusty rooster.
The
Okay.
That sounds like
Okay, get that. Hold.
Yeah.
Don't. It's not.
Like, come on, baby,
Don't.
it's our anniversary.
Don't.
Can we do the Rusty Rooster
We wanna
tonight?
Can you still do it? Never mind. But
It takes a couple
the
days to
ice
recover,
bar.
but I can.
the rust. Okay, I went to a couple years ago. Went to Mexico, Cozumel, before it got hit by the hurricane.
Is that where you learned about the Rusty Rooster?
That's no, but I will say there was a Rusty Rooster T-shirt hanging in one of the bars.
That's
in
like,
Cozumel.
legit. I remember you telling that. Yeah.
I believe it.
It was in a bar, and I can't remember something else that said Wi-Fi password. There is no password. There's no. Yeah, you idiot. There's no Wi-Fi here.
There's no password 'cause there's no Wi-Fi.
But it was right next to that sign, and I said, "Oh my God, there's a UTN T-shirt here."
Yep.
That's awesome.
Very cool. And you're from Elkhorn.
Yes.
Okay.
But I lived in Utan for a while, too, so we
Saunders County.
Yep.
Woo, woo,
Yep.
woo. Yep.
But I had to laugh when you talked about Mr. Fromm picking you up on the bus.
That used to be at the roller skating rink, the Gateway Roller Rink in Ashland. Mr. and Mrs. Fromm owned the Gateway Roller Rink, and they would take the school bus out, and he'd go to all the neighboring communities and pick up kids on Friday and Saturday nights. Literally, parents would throw their kids at the end of the driveway, and they'd just jump on this bus and go with Mr. Fromm, and he'd take them to, and they'd like lock the doors, and you can't leave till the parents come get you, or we're taking you home.
Can you imagine that happening now? What a great time that was.
It was awesome. Mom and dads loved it,
Yeah.
right? Because they
You had
just
your
kicked the
Friday
kids out.
night- Yep.
You remember that though too. See? Thank you. Thank you. A lot of people look at me funny when I say Gateway Roller Rink, but it was. And then it became the VFW Hall. And then it got sold since then, but the Ashland, that was a great place.
Yep.
I learned to ride a unicycle there. Not well.
It's right, wouldn't you?
It was after hours, and Mom and Dad hadn't picked me up yet, so they had unicycles and skateboards.
This is a weird guy in the parking lot teaching girls how to ride a unicycle.
When you talk, when you say it like that,
right? Seems sketch, but that's okay.
It was awesome. It was awesome. And who we got here?
Hi, I'm Jessica.
Hi.
I'm Donald.
Hi, guys.
Good to see you. Did you guys come here intentionally, or did you just get lost?
We came here intentionally.
Thank you.
I've listened forever since you're on the radio as well.
Thank you.
Boycotted them after, anyways.
Thank you.
And then, the podcast, I've been listening every day. And, And I brought him along last time, and he was like, oh, okay. And this time he was like, hey, can we go?
Can we go? I was like,
all right.
Awesome. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Are you guys going to play a game?
Yeah, of course.
Who's your dumb? Who's going to be the dumb?
Last time though, so I feel
That's fine.
I don't want to.
That's okay. We've got 4 games up for grabs. I might be able to pull a 5th one together. We'll see what we can do, depending on time and how things roll out. But we'll see what we can do. But we'll try and get everybody rolling in here. I think everybody else they're ordering, so we'll kind of roll on. Do you want to jump into the story?
Sure. I mean, basically telling the story how
Does she need a microphone too?
First responder. No, I don't think you want.
No.
You don't want a microphone, do you? Think? No, she doesn't want a microphone. She doesn't like the spotlight.
Okay, so.
So a couple times this week I alluded to Beth hurting her ankle, or I say ankle, but it's foot, this past weekend, and we were at this is how bad, and I was talking to Mackenzie who works with us, and we figured out that I need to change my business cards and add basically first responder at the bottom of it, because I was there and I'm a reluctant hero.
That doesn't make you a first responder because you were first.
I was first and I responded. So we were at we were at a golf tournament this weekend, and there was a fancy trailer, like those porta potty trailers.
Nice.
Super fancy, and had like the 3 steps down, and the bottom step was kind of buried in the grass. And I got done first, and I'm sitting waiting for her, and she comes down the stairs, and she hits on the corner, like the edge of the step, and rolls her ankle, and it was positioned right by some street, like the concrete, and she fell and landed hard on the concrete. And and I knew that it wasn't obviously a good thing. And she's down on the ground, and I walk over and like, "Are you okay?"
Got a sharp one, Beth.
Yeah. Like, that doesn't look good. And she hit hard, and I could tell in her eyes like it wasn't good, but she doesn't like attention at all, and she would do anything to not like draw attention to herself and to what's going on. So she sat up and she's like, "Yeah, it's not good, but I think I'm gonna be okay. I'm fine. Let's walk over to this shaded area." So she stands up and she walks over to this shaded area by a fence, and we're sitting there talking to Mackenzie, who we work with, and she looks at me and like every once in a while, like like she's like, I feel like I'm gonna passy outy is what she says if she doesn't eat anything for a while, and I'm like legit pass out or passy outy. That's what I say. So this past weekend, she looks at me. She goes, "I don't feel good. I feel like I'm going to pass out, like passy outy," and like nothing back. And I'm like, that's really super weird. And then I could tell that something wasn't right, and I reached in and grabbed her. And normally in public, if I grabbed her, she would say, "Get off, don't." But she didn't. I'm like, this is a rough.
And it's not just in public.
Yeah, right.
I'm just gonna.
She'd be like, "Back up." So I grabbed her, and I saw like through her glasses, her eyes rolled back in her head, and she passed out. And so she fell and laid her down, and she had, we were right, thank goodness, right by the first aid tent. And they got there. There was a sheriff there before she even came to. And we ended up, they suggested that she take an ambulance out of there. And she's like, F no, I'm not taking an ambulance out of here. So they took us to the car. We went to the urgent care.
Don't gloss over this. Because I know this was to get a cart right out of there, because we were at the bottom of the hill in 17.
I got to tell you, I did think about that a couple times.
It was a long
this is
walk
legit.
Out of there.
Yeah.
And I just heard from her talking about this. The sheriff was driving.
Yes.
So it very much looked like these hoodlums needed to be escorted out.
Not only was the sheriff driving, the ambulance with the lights on was tailing us. It was awesome. So the person that doesn't like a scene had a scene.
A scene.
Yeah. Yeah, so we went to the doctor, and broken 5th metatarsal on her foot, and no surgery.
What is that? Is that your? Is it your toe? Is it part of your toe?
It's it's like where your
toe?
bottom. It's a middle toe or baby toe up by the ankle.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, but the good thing is, there's no surgery anyway. For like the next 2 weeks, we'll go back, and unless it's like causing a lot of problems, they think that it'll. It's like literally severed, like it's broken in half. But he said usually it'll. So that's why he said that's because of the pain. That's why she passed out, because she didn't realize she was hurt so bad. Yeah.
Can I jump in? I did see a lot of people coming in and out of those bathrooms. I was there all weekend.
Yeah.
So they were a lot drunker, but they also stumbled a lot too. So
and
don't
what?
feel so bad.
Yeah, and her cousin fell on one of those.
So the people, there's a hazard.
And I know as soon as they asked how many drinks you had, I knew instantly you'd think they're going to think that you're messed up. But she literally had 2 ultras in 2 hours. Samesies.
What?
Right.
Why? What happened?
Yeah, right.
How did that happen?
And it was hot out too, so you just sweated right through that. So you weren't
Right.
even intoxicated anyway.
Yeah.
But I will say that bottom step though, it was like the steps were elevated. The bottom step didn't sit on the ground or come. You didn't have a step all the way down.
And all
that
the steps
wasn't
were
resting on the
different
ground.
different
Yeah.
lengths, so it's like
You-
awkward.
It was
anyway.
like that. You
Yeah.
know, like you remember, like in a camper, you get in a camper and you have to almost stand on the toilet to shut the door. One of those things. That's kind of what it was walking out of that door. I mean, you open the door, you got inside the bathroom.
Oh, it's amazing.
Wow. I mean, just like blow you away.
And it was
But-
air conditioned. I took breaks in there just for fun.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go to the bathroom. I was hanging out.
sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome, but getting in and out was really difficult. It really was. So
Yeah.
I can see how that happens.
So she's doing much better today. She's not only using one crutch, and she has a wagon that she pulls around the house behind her office chair and rolling with Kleenex and vitamins and Mambas.
Is it
and a
tied to
cat.
the chair, like with a rope?
No, she just pulls it.
Okay.
Just pulls it along.
Yeah, I mean, we're not weirdos.
I just thought it was like tied. She's just rolling around in
Yeah.
her chair, like wagons falling behind her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a rough couple days, but she's on the mend.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. No, that's great. No, I'm glad though it wasn't like worse, but it was still bad. I know that, and I know that hurts. Anything on your foot like that hurts. So we're glad you're out here, and I'm glad you're eating some comfort food and having a drink.
And and on Mondays, like the big wigs, whatever, at our company have a meeting that says they go through the wins and losses of the week. And I was told that in that meeting, Beth was a loss.
Yeah,
it was not a victory for
Not a victory
the
for us.
company. Yeah,
no, it wasn't. It was sad. That was definitely sad trombone. It was. It was definitely. All right, so where we are now, I think it's time we play some games.
Yeah, who wants to play? Who's your dumb friend?
You've got something. I think Cam was talking to some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to a little bit of everybody. I got the folks from Lincoln, got the gals there, and bald bearded friend over here.
Right,
my twin brother. My twin brother.
Your buddy. Yeah.
No, the mother. Yeah, gotcha.
So those 3 are definitely in.
Okay, so whoever wants to come up first, and also we've got Doc over here. If somebody wants to play and you don't have a partner, I'm just saying. We don't know who the dumb friend is until y'all play.
Yeah.
That's a big key.
And we have Hail Varsity Club gift cards, right? Or am I just saying
yeah,
that?
we
Okay.
will. We'll make it
We'll figure
happen.
it out. Okay.
We know some people. We'll figure it
Who's
out.
going to play first? You guys want to play first? Yeah, well then come on up.
Come on.
You guys want to play? Come on up. Okay.
Come on up. We'll get you all set up, and we will get ready to go. So for everybody else,
will they be able to hear the clock still?
Oh yeah. Do we have the clock and everything? We just can't see it, but we can hear it.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
That's
Awesome.
all right. And it's kind of like the old days because you couldn't see it anyway.
Yeah. Very
right?
true.
So it's 60 seconds to answer 10 questions correctly.
Yeah, they have to be correct. I know. I love it how this seems so easy, this game, but it's really difficult.
It always does. And I think when we started doing this is almost 10 years ago, not quite, but about 10 years ago that we started doing it. And we did it for 3 years.
Probably
2 or 3 years. I think we had a handful of winners.
Yeah.
It was hard. It was hard to do. So I'm trying to find questions that are easy to answer, but in the moment, just kind of messes with your mind. All right. So if you're ready, Cam, with the first question, we will start the clock and go ahead and say your names again so everybody knows who's playing if they're just listening, not watching.
Donald.
Jessica, and I have one question. Did AI write them this time?
Oh.
Good question.
I wrote them. Not GPT. AI was screwed up, man. It was awful. I was not happy with those. I didn't like them either.
So which one of you is the dumb friend?
Probably me.
You? Okay. And get really close to that mic so we can hear you guys. So
Yeah.
we can
Get
make
right
sure
in
your
there.
answers. Good.
All right, here we go with question number 1. In which year did the United States gain independence?
76.
What is the capital city of Japan?
Tokyo?
How many sides does a triangle have?
3.
Name the largest planet in the solar system.
Saturn.
Spell necessary.
Necessary.
Who is the author of the Harry Potter series?
J.K. Rowling.
How many states border Nebraska?
5.
6.
What is
I don't.
What is 56 divided by 7?
Oh, that's
9.
What is the chemical symbol for oxygen?
Oh,
In what movie would you hear "Let It Go"?
Frozen.
Done. That's all the questions.
Wow, that was fast. That seems like a minute and
time.
20-second
Right?
clock ticker.
That was awesome. All right, so answers were
Still
17.
going.
Yeah, it's still going.
Are you sure there's an end on that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
It's fuzzy.
There it is.
Okay, that's good. 1776, Tokyo. 3, Jupiter. Necessary was correct. J.K. Rowling, 6 states. 8 was the answer. And Let It Go. Yeah,
8
Frozen.
states is the answer?
No, 8 was 56 divided by 7.
Oh, gotcha.
That's okay.
Wow,
Not bad,
good
guys.
job. That was seriously very good.
Thank you. Awesome. All right, who's up next? Who wants to roll? You ready? Are you ready? Are you leaving or are you going to play?
Are you going to play?
Oh, I see how you are. Thank you for coming out. You did.
Good point.
Nice job. I will go take all the pretty off. I don't believe you. I will see you again soon.
See ya.
Bye-bye. All right, so go ahead and say your name so everybody knows who's playing.
Travis.
Danae.
These are our Lincolnites. You can get right on that microphone.
Date
too.
night.
Date night. Oh my God, this could ruin the whole evening. I don't know.
Could go either way.
Oh my God. All right, first question, and we start the clock. Which U.S. state is known as the Golden State?
California.
Who was the first person to walk on the moon?
Neil Armstrong.
How many stripes are on the U.S. flag?
This is going to be a question. I don't know.
You can say
17.
pass.
17.
Which planet is known as the red planet?
Saturn.
Mars.
Oh.
How much is a quarter, a dime, a nickel, and 3 pennies? A quarter, a dime, a nickel, and 3 pennies.
38 cents.
What is the capital of Canada?
Toronto.
When it's 3 p.m. in New York City, what time is it in Omaha?
4 p.m.
What is
I want to redo that one.
Do over.
2 p.m.
What is the tallest mountain in the world?
Repeat.
What is the tallest mountain in the world?
Mount Everest.
Are there 174, 206, or 432 bones in the adult human body?
206.
Yes.
How many metatarsals? How many broken metatarsals? One?
One more
Depends
now.
on what your name
One
is.
more now, yeah. Right.
We only had one more left. I'm going to go ahead and let you do it. Spell fuchsia.
Oh, Fuscia.
So close. You were. I should have let you end on a high note. I'm sorry. She had 206. She nailed it. So Fuchsia. Okay, that's all right. You guys were rocking here. California, Neil Armstrong, 13 stripes. Ah, damn colonies.
okay.
Damn colonies.
That was an easy one, too.
Mars,
It's not Saturn.
quarter, a dime, a nickel, and 3 pennies.
That's the hard one.
That was 43, not 38.
43 cents.
She had it.
She had it. Ottawa, Canada. 3 p.m. in New York City. Pat, what time is it in Omaha? He has so much trouble with
2.
this. Yes.
I'm learning.
You travel all the time,
I'm a
too.
time zone disaster.
Mount Everest, 206 in Fuchsia. Yeah, not bad, guys.
Good job, guys.
We panicked.
Thank you. You panicked. You did great.
I know.
That was all right. It was good. All right, ladies, you ready? Here we come. I had a lot of fun putting these together today. I know we can do ChatGPT and you can have AI do this, but
Yeah.
it's just not the same.
Yeah.
It's like I think about these when I put these together. Like there's
put
a
some-
rhyme to my reason.
Yeah. That's good.
There's no rhyme to that thing's reason.
Yeah.
Just telling you.
It's artificial.
Okay. So say your names. Who's playing?
This
Guys,
is
get really
Paula
close so we
and
can
her
hear you.
dumb friend Mary Beth.
Okay.
Oh, you guys get really close to the microphone so we can hear your answers. Number one question is Roman numerals on a tombstone say MCM. What year is that?
Pass.
Which continent is located in all 4 hemispheres?
Asia.
I ran 5,500 feet. Was that more or less than a mile?
More.
How many meters in 4 kilometers?
400.
What's the capital of Florida?
Tallahassee.
Spell Tallahassee.
Tallahassee.
Hasee.
How many months in a decade?
10 times 12, 120.
What band is known for the song Bohemian Rhapsody?
Queen.
Boom. Would you abbreviate?
There's not even a clock going,
Right?
so it doesn't even matter.
No, it didn't even
Yeah, I forgot. I was just so enthralled with the trivia.
I looked at Cam, he's like, he's not even touching it, like, whatever.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
I'll do sound effects live.
We're at 3 minutes.
Literally, when we say low budget,
We don't, yeah.
okay. Would you abbreviate Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, or Missouri with MI?
Michigan.
What do you call the top number in a fraction?
Numerator.
Numerator. I bet you guys.
See, I said I was the dumb
She
friend.
got punched.
She did, yeah. I'm going to get those. So, are you done?
Yes.
Questions? Is the 1900, is that the answer?
Yes.
For, yeah.
MCM.
I don't know why Roman numerals come easy to me. Everything else is rough, but that's for
Of
whatever
all
reason.
things.
Of
It's
all
Waterloo
things.
education.
It is Waterloo
It's
education. Yeah, 100%.
Whatever.
That sunk in. Nothing else.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. The continent is Africa.
Oh.
4 hemispheres. Say, I get you. Yes, it is more than a mile, 5,500 feet, because it's 5,280 for 1 mile. 4,000 meters in 4 kilometers. So it'd be 1,000 meters in each kilometer. Got it. Okay. Tallahassee, 2 S's, 2 E's at the end.
It's a tough one, though.
It was hard. And the rest of them you got. Yeah.
We
Not
wanted
bad.
the Lincoln people's questions.
You want-
We answered all
Everybody
of
always
those.
says that. They always say, well, those other questions were way easier. I'm like, thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Do we have one more?
Yeah.
Who else wants to play? You guys want to play? Oh, yes.
Oh, she's going to do it. Yeah,
It's
she's going to do
exciting.
it. You know she's going to lean in and not being able to. I got my sunshades on and I
Yeah.
can't see real clear.
Can't think very well.
It's kind of dark out here. It's hard to hear. I got.
Start
Okay,
with.
no, let's make this clear. I'm a marketing manager and he's a doctor. So
Oh,
I spent too much time learning how to do eye surgery. To
Pressure's
know
on.
this
the,
stuff,
the pressure's on him.
Right, the common sense stuff is out. Like, you had to push that
Oh.
stuff out for the smart things.
God, I wish I had an eye question in here. I don't have an eye question. And I had some. Can you believe that? Okay. First question. Are we going to have a clock this time?
You betcha.
Okay, fine.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed clock.
First question is, how many in a baker's dozen?
13.
Spell ingenious.
INGENIOUS.
How many zeros in the number 100,000?
5.
5, yeah.
What does sci-fi stand for?
Science fiction.
Fiction. Nice.
Besides Washington, name another face on Mount Rushmore.
Teddy Roosevelt.
What is 100 times 100?
It is 10,000.
What country is famous for curry?
India.
What's the opposite of a cold canine? Riddle.
A hot cat.
Cat?
We'll go
I'm
with
like,
it.
that can't be the
It's no, it's not. What do we typically call the epidermis? What do you?
Skin.
And where did sumo wrestling originate?
Japan.
That's it. You're done.
Cool.
You made it through them all.
Are you thinking hot dog?
They literally had the question. It said hot dog. It was a riddle.
Because
That was in
opposite,
there.
I would think hot
dog.
cat.
It's not the opposite.
Like,
It
what?
was
cold
the opposite
feline.
of
But I
a
would think-
cold
I spelled
canine would be a
ingenious wrong. Did I
hot
spell
dog.
that?
Right.
No, a dog is a canine.
And I would
But
think
a
the
dog
opposite
is
of
a
a dog
canine,
is a cat.
But I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
I would think yes. I would
That's
think
why it was
hot
called
cat.
a riddle.
Maybe we
Cold
need
feline.
AI writing these
It's a
questions
gimme.
again. I don't
Right,
It's
know.
a
let's get
gimme.
back- let's go back to
It's a
AI.
gimme. You got the rest of them though. Roosevelt, science fiction, 5 zeros. Ingenious. You spelled that right.
Nice.
And 13 in Baker's dozen. So you did good.
Good job, guys.
All right.
Face
Nice.
saved.
Nice.
Yeah. I love the hot cat, though.
Hot
That's
cat.
the best. That's the
Hot.
best. It's the opposite. It makes sense. Hot cat.
That was from the original list of questions that we got sent years ago. Really? From the person who put us onto this dumb game.
Wow, yeah. That was awesome.
So very good, guys. So we'll get you all hooked up. We'll get everybody hooked up here. So because we want you guys to come back. Of course, we're going to be back next month. Our shows are starting, and I don't have all the dates in front of me, but I know after they have the the big kickoff coming up with the Husker football game, and then we'll have Dan Hoppen will be back at here on the 11th of September when we're Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill.
Yep, and we're planning a live show too, the middle of September, with a show that hasn't dropped yet. We've talked about it with Name Drop, Chris Kirkpatrick and Brian McFadden for a live show here, like the third week in September, with all like the MTV VJs that were on TRL here, which will be a lot of fun.
Are they still around?
So, but yeah, oh yeah, and they want work, so they want to come and hang out. Yeah, so it'll be a lot of fun.
This will be awesome. Yeah. Okay, I'm excited. That'll be great. So yeah, so that kind of is a wrap.
That's it. You guys, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. It means a lot to us. We really appreciate it, and you get to have fun with you guys. And thanks for coming out.
We will have 2 shows in September.
Yep,
that's already scheduled. So yeah,
perfect.
So we'll have those rolling this way, but definitely want to see you guys back out here when it's Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. But thanks for coming out for our last show.
And use your gift cards quick, because once it turns to that, they're not valid.
And you got like 3 days.
So you got to hurry up. You guys got to get back really quick.
We kid.
Yeah, just kidding. All right, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.